Up there. Now we're on. Okay, beautiful. All right. Well, hey guys, how you going? Down BK Sport. Sorry about that. For some reason, my microphone fell out. But we are back here for the NBA season in 2024-25, which is really exciting stuff. Obviously, we saw yesterday the Lakers took on the Timberwolves, and who was the other game? The Boston Celtics took on the New York Knicks, where the Knicks got absolutely done over there. Boston got a very, very big old win there, and the Knicks are going to be good this year, man. So that was it's not necessarily surprising for sure, but with that being said, such a significant, they scored 43 points in the first quarter, Boston. So that's really ominous sign for the rest of the competition, considering they obviously are the champions. But today, my Bulls, Chicago Bulls action, babe. We take on the New Orleans Pelicans in New Orleans. Pelicans are pretty heavy favorites for this one. I don't think that many people are thinking too highly about the Chicago Bulls in 2024. You know, obviously we currently are situated in a point where I do actually have a lot of positivity from the preseason. Preseason, we saw some Bulls basketball really being open, being free, flowing, and it was a lot more fun than what we've seen in the last couple of years, which has been really, really frustrating, especially with injuries to Lonzo Ball for so long. Obviously now the Bulls have moved on from DeMar DeRozan, the Zach LaVine situation over the last couple of years and whatnot, and it's been very, very frustrating, but there is seemingly things starting to come together a little bit with the likes of Kobe White, with don't know what's going to happen with Nikola Vucevic and whatnot, but LaVine obviously is here. We've got Josh Giddey now, who has come across from Oklahoma City Thunder, and look, it's exciting. It's exciting to see this new look kind of Bulls kind of defy expectations is what I'm hoping to see. Right, because most people are probably having them around that 29 win mark, 28, 29 win mark. I've probably got them around the 34, 35 on the upper end. I don't think they're going to get too crazily above that, but I do think they will surprise in a lot of ways if they do play like they did in the preseason. The preseason was some really, really good basketball that, although they didn't win every single game, there was some really good progression that we are seeing from these youngsters. And look, we're just going to hope that Kobe White can continue on and make the name for himself that he did last year. It was a really big breakout year for him to be that leader, and yeah, just exciting times for there. But let's go and have a look at the lineups here for today. So for the Chicago Bulls, I will go to the New Orleans Pelicans here first. They've got DeJounte Murray in the point guard. They've got CJ McCollum. They've got Brandon Ingram, Herbert Jones, and Daniel Tice. The two guys that are out today, Trey Murphy and Zion Williamson. So it's crazy to see, obviously, the first game of the season, Zion's out. But look, it's a benefit there to the Chicago Bulls. It's a solid lineup here for the Pelicans. You know, McCollum, obviously, he can shoot from deep. He can shoot from anywhere. DeJounte Murray does a great job. Brandon Ingram, he's dangerous and whatnot. But I don't think that this is a team that is unbeatable. You know, I do think that this Chicago Bulls team could definitely surprise. And you've got Josh Giddey starting the point, Kobe White, you've got Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, and Nikola Vucevic. And we don't have anybody out, right? We don't have anybody out with an injury or whatnot, which is a really, really good start there. Obviously, Lonzo Ball come off the bench and whatnot for his limited minutes after coming back from that long-term injury. And look, I did predict the Lakers to win yesterday against all odds and Minnesota Timberwolves. I saw in the preseason when the Chicago Bulls took on the T-Wolves, the Timberwolves didn't look that great. And they had a starting lineup there against a bunch of youngsters for the Bulls, and we beat it. You know, the Bulls won. So I could kind of see that one coming. I feel like it's coming here today for the Bulls. I do. I feel like it is. Now, I don't think that this team is going to be a world beater this year, but they are going to be fun to watch. It's the defense that is the issue. I don't really necessarily trust a lot of Billy Donovan and what he does, but it's the defense that is the big issue for the Chicago Bulls. They can shoot. They do have guys. Zach LaVine, he can knock one down, but also does get a little bit too frenetic and frantic in times of need, in the clutch, right? Like, he can shoot a clutch shot for sure, don't get me wrong, but with that being said, Zach LaVine also will just jack up a shot for the sake of it because he is obviously stressed and trying to get that big-time play. That's something that it's at that point of the career now, we're just not going to be able to change that, yeah? So we just have to kind of expect that. Kobe White just needs to continue on from last year. And Vucevic, man, defensively, I do think he's taken a big old step back. But Patrick Williams in the preseason has really started to turn it up. So, you know, we're having that bit of a mixture and a bit of that flow, which you need to see it happen today. You know, preseason and going into the year, you can only say so much. You can only get that hope going for... You're always going to have hope. No matter who you are, you're always going to have hope. You do need that 10, 20 games to come at first. I'd probably say 10, 15 to come first to get a good read for where a team actually is at, right? And you go back and you have a look at the schedule here for the Bulls. They play the Pelicans today. Then a tough one against the Bucks away in Milwaukee. Then they play the Thunder, which is another tough one. At least that's at the UC, United Center. Then the Grizzlies. the Magic, the Nets, and the Jazz. So the next couple of games is very, very tough, and you'll get a good read from them. They win this game, won't really necessarily prove a great deal against the Pelicans, despite them being somewhat exciting in parts. But the Bucks and the Thunder are the two ones that you're really looking at and saying we need to try and focus in on those two to prove that we are going to start to move along this season. And then there's a decent little stretch against the Grizzlies, the Magic, the Nets, the Jazz, and whatnot. Before then, you do the Mavericks, the Timberwolves, and the Hawks, the Cavs, the Knicks. That's a bit of a tough run there, Cavs again. So, yeah, look, it's a not too bad of a start there for the Bulls. And the Pelicans on the other side, they take on the Bulls today at home, then the Portland Trail Blazers twice in a row, back-to-back. Well, not back-to-back, across 3 days there. The Golden State Warriors, is this right? Yeah, okay. They're playing teams quite double early on. Okay, am I wrong here? It's got Trailblazers and Pelicans, and then Trailblazers Pelicans. Okay, fair enough. And then the Warriors twice, and then the Pacers and the Hawks and the Trailblazers. They're not taking on the crazy big time teams early doors. So they really do. They're probably going to get a little bit of a false sense of security over these first few games, depending on obviously if they win. But if they do win, it'll be a little bit of a false sense of security. But they've just obviously they really need Zion Williamson around there, around the team and playing and getting into it. But guys, there you go. I'm going to obviously back in my balls here today. It's the first game of the season. There's no point backing against your team, and there's no point going against what we've seen so far in a pre-season. Despite how limited you do take that, there's exciting times ahead, and that's what we do focus in on until proven otherwise. Which, with the Chicago Bulls, definitely can be proven otherwise. But alright guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. Obviously, we haven't been creating a bunch of basketball NBA content for a little bit now, but we are going to be honing in on it this year. We're going to be absolutely honing in on it, so definitely get ready for it, because I'll be here for it all. Alrighty, Daz, mate, big fella says Lonzo has been back for a week and already putting fear into his opponent's hearts. Zion out due to illness. Yeah, okay, good, sure. Absolutely. Well, Lonzo did it when he first came back. Which was the game? Which game was it? And he absolutely not. Was it actually? I think it might have been the Timberwolves. I think it might have been the Timberwolves game, wasn't it? 125, 123. I think it was that one where he just came on and just started banging threes in for fun. Yeah, 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. I'm pretty certain the Timberwolves game was his first one. Man, he looked really good. Lonzo looked really good. So that's really exciting to see that he's come back from that injury and is doing what he needs to do, and is getting back to what we know he can do, because we have really missed his IQ over the last couple of years. We really have missed his stability in this team. And the last time he was playing, obviously the Chicago Bulls were first in the East. It was after, when he got injured, was after that back-to-back buzzer beater by DeMar DeRozan on December 31st and January 1st. The two right up on New Year's Eve and then also on New Year's Day, right? So that's a long time. That was like 2 years ago. Gee whiz, that was crazy. I was streaming those games, actually. I definitely streamed the Pacers one, I think it was. Unbrand says hello. Mitchell says, you can't blame Zion, Daz. I wouldn't want to play against a first ballot Hall of Famer who would block every one of my dunks either. Look, fair enough, Fair enough. Nikola Vucevic is the GOAT. Skunkus the Suns for the win. You're a Muppet. Could you actually name, Sam, the Phoenix Suns starting lineup without Rhoda White? Could you? I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you're watching the Clippers game today. Surely. Dadmate says, T-Wolves roster got worse. I don't know why I'm seeing people predict them to win the chip. Yeah, I agree. I feel like this could be a bit of a... Like, last year was their big year that they started to make a move, but I feel like this could be a little bit of a second-year syndrome in the way that they're playing this year for the Timberwolves, and in the kind of style that their players do have. They did lose... they did gain Julius Randle from the New York Knicks, but they did lose Karl Anthony... No, it wasn't Karl Anthony Towns. Who did T-Wolves lose again? Sorry, they played... Oh, geez, I'm gone. What was the trade again? I'm trying to figure out who went across to the Knicks. It wasn't Karl Anthony Towns, was it? No, it wasn't. It was Rudy... Well, no, it wasn't. It was Karl Anthony Towns. I was right. Thank you, Camp Brody. Yeah. I was right. So, that's a big part of their team. So they are going to play very, very differently. Julius Randle is a lot more diverse, and there's a lot more to his game than Karl Anthony Towns. But Karl Anthony Towns was their key guy, was their main guy. And I know they've got Anthony Edwards, but for so long, Cat was the guy that was the main focal point. So they've had to completely change it around. And look, I don't think that they're going to miss the playoffs by any means, but I don't think, like, you look at the side over there. Let's go through the standings here. You go and have a look at the Western Conference here. the Kings will do really well. Obviously, Domantas Sabonis, and they've got DeMar DeRozan now. They've got a good team there. I believe the Lakers will do a lot better than people expect. The Mavs are obviously going to be quality. Nuggets will be great. The Rockets, get out of here. Grizzlies. Don't know about the Grizzlies. I don't know about what they're going to be doing. It's going to be interesting to see how the Grizzlies do get on. Pelicans will be a bit how you going. Thunder will be great. Trailblazers, how you going? Spurs, not so great. Jazz, not so great. Warriors, it's actually not as dominant as a lot of people do talk about in regards to the West, because the East is actually probably the more dominant. Obviously, you've got the Celtics, the Hawks will be solid. Hornets will actually be a little bit better this year. Nothing crazy. They're on a very similar wavelength to the Bulls. Like there's a lot of excitement in regards to the style that they're going to start to bring, but it's the Charlotte Hornets, and it's the way the Chicago Bulls play. There's a lot of similarities there. Yeah, about the only starting five I can name. If it's on KO, I'll watch, listen. No, you will be bloody getting around the Bulls, won't you? Hey! Woo-hoo! Fire it up, son. Fire it up. Chicago Bulls action. It'd be great to start off with a buzzer beater, eh? That would be good. No, it wouldn't be. I would like to win by more than a buzzer beater. It always puts my heart right down my esophagus with that one. Tried Home Down Under says, how do you think Josh Giddey will go? Josh Giddey's a hard one, man. Like, Josh Giddey has his moments of shine. You do get that real bright light moments, but also can break a lot of shots as well. And I will reserve my judgment. I want to see what he plays like in the regular season for us. I want to see how he does transition into this Bulls team on a permanent basis. But, there is Ida Sumu there knocking. There is, Lonzo around. I'm telling you, it's just it's an interesting thought going forward in regards to Josh Giddey, because they didn't come to an agreement on a contract extension as well before the season started. So I think the Bulls are a little bit hesitant as well. But obviously, you've got to back in our Australian brother, man. Got to back in the Aussie. Camp Brady says, watched the Laker game yesterday. Was shocked just how much better they looked, especially given they went 5 from 30 shots from three and still up double digits for most of the game. Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, I do feel like as well, apparently they haven't actually won an opening night game for a long time, the Lakers. Apparently that was their first game since pre-COVID or something that they've won on opening night. Because usually they play the Warriors or the Clippers, I believe it is. That's usually what the Lakers are doing. So good for them to get that. But no, I was a lot more confident in the Lakers than people were kind of giving them credit for. I really was. And obviously they got the job done there. Maybe it was the Bronny. Maybe it's the Bronny show, eh? That's the way. Scargo says, just listening to you while driving around for work. Tasmate says, the Suns have to be the dumbest franchise that has ever franchised. There are a few dumbest franchises that ever dumbest franchised, to be completely honest with you. But the Suns do make it hard on themselves. So we'll put it that way. They do make it hard on themselves. Celtics game was mental from the three. Yeah, well, they did turn. They were unbelievable from three early doors for the first, 3.5 quarters. And then they had to get one more three to break the all-time record for threes in a game. And then they just couldn't shoot for shit. They couldn't shoot to save their lives. So, I guess the game was already over. Who cares? But you could see everyone in the crowd was like, please. You see that one guy was like, please, just one more three. Just one more three. They were so close. Guz's time to tank for flag. Oh, man. Another season of being down low and no real excitement is going to be so painful. But, I could see it happening, man. I could see it happening. Camp Rose's first ever opening night victory in the LeBron era for LA. Oh, fair enough. There you go. Who do you support, by the way, Camp Brody? And why is it the Chicago Bulls? But who do you actually support? And why is it actually the Chicago Bulls? But yeah, the Celtics are going to be dangerous again this year. Of course they are. We all know that. I'm actually surprised that the Pelicans are minus 4.5 favourites for this game. I don't understand how they're minus 4.5. I really don't know why people are so disbelieving in this Bulls. It's not like I'm saying the Bulls are going to be winning the championship by any means, but I do think there is a lot of upside here to this team, and I don't necessarily see an unbelievable amount of upside in regards to the New Orleans Pelicans. I don't see it. I get they've got guys like Daniel Tice, who is solid enough in the center, but nothing spectacular. Ingram is solid enough. CJ McCollum's great. DeJounte Murray has his moments, so I don't know, it's not like this Pelicans team is superbly better on paper or anything. So, I don't know. I think this is a bit of an upset coming in today. Chicago Bulls by day, Miami Heat by every other day. Yeah, well, if it's Chicago Bulls by day, then every day has a day. So that means you're a Chicago Bulls fan. I'm a Heat fan by every other day means it doesn't make sense because the Bulls every day. So there you go. So you're a Bulls fan. That's good. At least we got there in the end. At least we worked there in the end. 10 minutes to go until the first tip, guys. Hit that like button and subscribe. When's our next Bulls game, actually? On Saturday. So tomorrow we're off, and then we play the Bucks in Milwaukee. Yikes. That is a big old yikes, that one. That's a big old yikes. The Bucks, I believe, my boy Tino's here at the moment. The Bucks are taking on the 76ers in Philadelphia. I think they are taking on, I think it's Bucks 76ers right now, which will be an interesting game. But again, I don't think that Joel Embiid is actually playing in this game. Very similar to Zion. First game of the season, and yeah, Joel Embiid and Paul George are out. Geez, our lineup is Tyrese Maxey, Eric Gordon, Kelly Oubre Jr., KJ Martin, and Andre Drummond. Man, I actually liked watching Andre Drummond for the Bulls last year, man. It was really fun stuff. But Joel Embiid and Paul George both out of that 76ers game. That is a big old yikes fest there. Geez, Toronto injured as hell as well. RJ Barrett, Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk. I don't like him. And then Walter. The Grizzlies, Luke Kennard, Gigi Jackson, Jaren Jackson, Spencer and Williams all out. They got a whole bunch. I think we're the Bulls and the Golden State Warriors, the only two teams that don't have outs today. Yeah, the Bulls and the Golden State Warriors. Ken Bracey, well, can't argue with that logic. Going to go drop $600 on a Jordan jersey then. Hey, listen, you may as well, or close enough, Kobe White, or maybe probably Kobe White, the greatest player that ever did play. And I've always called him Afro Man because he is Afro Man. It's Afro Man. It's as simple as that. Mitchell says the season just started and Darius Garland is already pissing me off. Well, you should get used to that. You should definitely get used to that one. That's going to be happening a whole heap, but don't worry, Mitchell. You're a Bulls fan anyway, so you don't have to worry about what the Cleveland Cavaliers are doing. Actually, I think we play them soon, don't we? I think we play them... no, it's not until the 12th of November that we take on the Cavs. But we beat the Cavs in the preseason, so the preseason means everything. The Bulls won their last two preseason games against the Cavs and also the Timberwolves, which means... basically, that it is our championship to lose right now. Yeah, that's what it means. That is what it means. About to dominate the living shit out of it. What game should we do tomorrow, actually? I'll do one game a day. NBA. What other games on tomorrow? Because there's no Bulls game, which is going to hurt me. So tomorrow, Wizards Celtics. Nuggets Thunder's a good one. Kings Timberwolves. Oh, I'd like to watch my boy D-Rose. I would like to watch, not D-Rose, DeMar DeRozan. Well, you can say D-Rose to be fair, but D-Rose usually refers to Derek Rose. All right, so they're Trey Murphy coming out here for the Pelicans. They are bringing everyone out onto the court. Let's get it. Mitchell says, shush, never, son, never. We don't shush here, son. You want us to shush? We get louder. Camp Bro says, yeah, preseason means everything. Warriors went 6-0, so clearly they're winning the chip. No, they didn't play the Bulls, mate. Well, they did not play the Bulls. And that is the key thing for them. I have this positive optimism now, but give it maybe 5 games and you'll start to see me on a little bit of a different wavelength. It's usually how it goes. You get excited, you pump yourself up, and everything comes crashing down. All the excitement and the hype comes crashing down. But the good thing with the NBA and basketball is that it's an 82-game season, right? So you have your ebbs and flows, your ups, your downs, your yin, your yang. Like if there's some really good moments, no matter who you support, regardless of how bad you can be, unless you're the Chicago White Sox in the baseball, that was bad. They won, 41 games out of a 162-game season. So if you think your team's bad, lads, that's not good. That is not good. They just sing the national anthem of, I nearly said Australia, national anthem of America just now. So I don't understand why you started supporting the Phoenix Suns, by the way, Skungle. I don't get it. Why did you start supporting Phoenix Suns? Have you been to Phoenix? What was the reason behind that? Because they are an exciting team nowadays, but kind of. They're a bit of a weird team, actually. They've got excitement, but they've also got a little bit of what's happening here kind of going about them. A lot of what's happening here kind of going about them. But, I've been in Chicago. Steve Nash, what are you, 90? But Steve Nash was fantastic. Stevie Nash was fantastic. There's the national anthem of the United States of America. What I really want to see today is Nikola Vucevic not jacking up threes. He can hit a three, but not jacking up threes just whenever. But I want to see his defense really improve. I really want to see Patrick Williams play like he did in the preseason. He really turned on the preseason. If Patrick Williams can bring that kind of energy into the regular season here, he's going to become the player that we knew that he could be. Patrick Williams like a baby, man. We've been saying for years now, he's going to be the guy. He's going to be a big bopper. But he just hasn't become the big bopper. The Bulls have flirted potentially with trading him, but I don't think that's going to be happening, especially if he can do what we've seen. If he can do what we've seen that preseason and transition it into the big time, I'm telling you, it's going to be exciting stuff. All right. You know what's disappointing today? It's disappointing. We don't get the cup of coffee race. No Biggie Bagel. I know Dad's mate's going to cry about this. No Biggie Bagel. No cup of coffee. None of that Dash and Donut pretender. If you're a Dash and Donut fan, you need to seek help. If you support Dash and Donut when it comes to the Dunkin' Donut race, the Dunkin' race, you need to seek help. It is Biggie Bagel, and that is simple as that. It is Biggie Bagel or bust. Cup of coffee I can listen to. I'll be like, okay, you know what? Cup of coffee, all right. Big Bagel, that's the shit right there. If you're a Dash and Donut fan, I need you to seek help. I do. I need you to seek help. Rice then says, hey, BK and Chad, how in Fiji? Fiji's going all right, mate. Fiji's going all right. We're just ready for a basketball season of dreams. The NBA season of dreams. Ken Brody says, I just want to see if Lonzo has a normal jump shot now. Did you not watch the game against the Timberwolves? He comes in, bro, and the first time he touches the ball, he jacks up a three from the corner and slaps it down. Nice little swoosh. Bushka. Bogey Sports, hello. Hello, buddy. Fire it up, Brock. Fire it up. Bing bong, mudda bish. Mitchell says, I got Patrick Williams for most improved player. I think he'll have the breakout season the Bulls have been hoping for. Love to see that. Obviously, Kobe White was the breakout player last year. And this year, Patrick Williams. I could also see Ayo Dosunmu being the guy that have a breakout year too, though. It's between Patrick Williams and Ayo Dosunmu. Everyone in Chicago loves Ayo Dosunmu, man. I don't think you could not like Ayo Dosunmu. It's a go. Simple as that. All right, so they're just bringing out the Pelicans players now. But no, Fiji's good, man. Had a nice little eggs Benedict breakfast this morning. And it's not the greatest weather outside, to be completely honest with you. Just a little bit cloudy, so it's good to be in here. Got a nice little Coke Zero. Got a nice little Bulls action, baby. And we're ready to demolish it. Zach LaVine is going to hit 26 points tonight. Bank it. 26 points for Zach LaVine. Give us some predictions in the chat. Give us some predictions in the chat here. From Connecticut, number 24, Jordan Hawkins. He's a cat. He is nothing compared to our Bulls lineup. To be fair, this is a bit of NF. This is some good tunes they've got going though. Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Actually, let's actually go have a look here as well. Move over here. Go into our bench here today as well. Yeah, Javon Carter. I know my boy Hayes loves him. My boy Hayes from Chicago Bulls Central is a big Javon Carter fan. Talon Horton Tucker. That's another one that works out well. So he's a homegrown boy. He's a local boy from Chicago, Talon Horton Tucker. He's a good player, man. He's a good player. In the preseason, he was really working well with this team and was working hard for the team. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Talon Horton Tucker can actually bring. And a lot of people won't necessarily recognize it, but they'll know the name Talon Horton Tucker. But a lot of people won't necessarily recognize him for the quality that he does possess, similar to like a Chrissy Randall in the NRL. So I'm excited about what he does. Kembo says 32 for Levine. I think 18 for Lonzo's comeback as well. Really? Okay. He'll still be on a minutes restriction though, man. So 18 is quite a lot. But I hope so. He'll still be on a minutes restriction, but I do hope you're right there in regards to 18. That's probably a bit too much though. But I hope you're right and I'm wrong. I hope you're right and I'm wrong, buddy. They're still going through the lineup here for the Pelicans. Would like to start the game some point today. Yes. Now, we would like to watch this game today. You know what? I'll tell you before this game starts. Firstly, hit that like button and subscribe. What I will say is I find it so odd with America that they have the game start for, like, for example, in Fiji, it's 12 o'clock right now. In New South Wales, it's 11 o'clock. In Queensland, it's 10 o'clock. But the game always starts 10 minutes after. Why don't you just, like, put that as the time for the game start? What's the... Like, everyone knows that it's always at 10 past that it starts, or 15 past that it starts. Why do we do this thing where it's starting at this time and it doesn't start for 10 minutes later? Happens every single time, man. Happens every single time. That's right, Halloween's coming up. I was wondering why everyone was dressed like crazy people, but Halloween's coming up, and New Orleans definitely gets around their dress-ups. They definitely get around their dress-ups. Here we go. Come on, Bulls. Let's not disappoint me this season, please. Please. Let's not disappoint me this season. I'm too used to it. Oh, here we go. Nice little song here for the Bulls. This is weirdly edited, man. I don't. If you guys are watching on NBA Pass or whatnot, this Bulls one is really strange. Oh, yeah, Buzelis. That'll be interesting. Let's see how he goes. Big old Buzelis. All right, they're out. Come on. As you guys know, when I do my NBA streams and whatnot, I will commentate the game and go hard on what's happening. And then in the breaks, when the ball goes out, or there's a timeout, or in between quarters, that's when we go back to the chat and we do read through the chat and see what you guys are saying. So it's not like just back... Unless it's a blowout. When it's a blowout, that's when we just kind of focus in on the chat and whatnot. Yeah, they talk about how there's a genuine confidence that in the players that this team can be good. I have a confidence with this team as well. I do. I really have a positive, optimist mindset with this Chicago Bulls team. I really do. If they can play like that preseason game against the Timberwolves and against the Cleveland Cavaliers and whatnot, two really solid teams, and Timberwolves played a strong lineup, I have a lot of belief in us. All right, so Giddey, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, and Vucevic up against DeJounte Murray, CJ McCollum, Herbert Jones, Ingram, and Daniel Tice. And first tip, jump up, and come Vooch. Oh! No, they won it. All right, fair enough. So the New Orleans Pelicans, they will win the tip. They would be spewing that they'd have no Zion Williamson, though. He would have loved going up against someone like Vooch today. They've got an open man under the basket. Like, Daniel Tice will get the first basket. That is literally open right under the basket. And that's the problem with the Bulls this year, man. The defense. Josh Giddey gives it to Vucevic, back to Giddey. Giddey goes around the screen there. Get back to Vooch. Vooch right underneath. A little flick up and a little push up. That's a 2. So it is 2-2 here. Do I need to refresh this score? Or does it work? No, I've got to refresh the screen here. Hold on 1 second here. I've got to refresh. Oh, geez. Now everything's moving around. Pels underneath. They push it out for the 3. DeJounte Murray will miss that one, and Josh Giddey will get the rebound. Sorry, let me just refresh this the scoreline here. Zach LaVine gives it off to Vooch. Vooch underneath there. They go underneath to Patrick Williams. He pushes it out, and that will be Bulls ball, actually. Bulls ball. Let's refresh that. Refresh that little bad boy. Someday soon would be nice if that would do that so I can focus back on the game again. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, Josh Giddey gets the ball inside, off to Patrick Williams for 3. Misses it, unfortunately. And it'll be rebounded there by DeJounte Murray. Jeez, I might actually have to... I just realised that didn't even update. Will this game be done before 12 p.m? Probably not. No. Around them, but no. That'll be a 2-pointer there for the Pelicans. It'll be 4-2 New Orleans. Kobe White pushes out for Vucevic for 3. Oh, he's missed that one as well. We aren't really putting up threes early here. 10.5 minutes to go here, the first quarter. CJ McCollum goes inside. That'll be an N1. No, will not be an N1. It'll be a foul, though. So 2 free throws coming up there for DeJounte Murray. Why is this not coming up with the live score? I don't understand why my screen's not coming up with a live score right now, especially considering I refreshed it. I might have to use a different one. I may have to use a different one. And he puts it in, so there'll be a free throw made there. Am I have to go and use what I use for the NRL in regards to the live score coming up, because at the moment this is really annoying me that this isn't going and updating live. So DeJounte Murray for his second, and we'll get it. So it'll be 6-2 here with 10:25 to go of the first quarter. Josh Giddey. Why are they booing him? Why are they booing Josh Giddey? Zach LaVine at the 3. And that's going to be a Bulls ball, knocked out of bounds. Oh, to be fair, Giddey does like beating the Pelicans. He does like having a good game against the Pelicans. Zach LaVine, he'll ride around the screen there from Vooch. Gives it out here. Patrick Williams for 3. Bang! That's a bang, baby. That's a bang. A 6-5 to the Pelicans. When the first timeout comes, I'll fix that score below us. All right, Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram gives it underneath to Daniel Tice. Tice looking for Ingram again with Kobe White. Defense, Kobe, good D, beautiful. And Zach LaVine will get the rebound there. Good D from Kobe White. Need to see that. LaVine pushes it across here for Giddey. Giddey fakes inside. That's going to be a foul. That is going to be foul. Let's go flash score. I'll go flash score so I can get it. And also, Skunkle, like, obviously there could also be overtime and stuff like that, which would screw you dramatically. Is that free throws? Yeah, it is. Okay, so Josh Giddey will get the first free throw. All right, so I've got that new live score now. Now let's move this back over here. And let's refresh this. First game of the season, of course, is going to be a few little how you goes. Next one will be made as well. So it will be 7-6 here to the Bulls. 7-6. Browser source. Underneath, they're looking for a mid-range 2. They can't get down. Tyres gives it off here to McCollum. McCollum drives in, steps back for a 3, doesn't go, gives it off to DeJounte Murray. Inside, back out, CJ McCollum. Misses that one. It'll be Vooch with the rebound. Vooch with the rebound. Kobe White pushes it out. Vooch off to Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey rolls around the screen there from Vooch. Giddey inside, flicks it out. Zach LaVine, don't even know how he grabbed that. LaVine's going to jack it up. You watch. Guaranteed. Oh, he pushes it back out. Kobe White for a deep 3. Misses that one. And it will be Brandon Ingram with the board there. Come on. Update this damn well score, please. Push it up, and that's going to be a good job by Giddey, and they defend that nicely, but unfortunately the ball will go out of bounds, so it is going to be a... Oh, dearie me. This is really frustrating to have to deal with. So it's going to be a ball out of bounds, and it'll be Pelicans ball. All right. Open that up. Underneath, and that's an easy shot. That is a really easy shot there for 2. So it is 8-7 now to the New Orleans Pelicans. Scoreboard, yeah, Daz, I'm trying to fix the scoreboard and stuff now. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm trying to do. Patrick Williams up to Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey, he's got an open 3. Doesn't take it, though, and passes it up to Patrick Williams. There was just no need for that pass there, man. Should have gone and jacked it up, but he did not. Yeah, that's why this screen's like freezing a whole heap, too, because I'm trying to fix this scoreboard now. So Kobe White, he'll give it back now to Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey back to Kobe White. Goes around Vooch. Inside, he'll push this out. Out for a 3 for LaVine. Doesn't take it. Gives it to Josh Giddey for 3. And misses that one too. We are missing a lot of 3s today. Have we gotten a 3 yet? I don't think we... Oh, we got 1 3, didn't we? From Patrick Williams, I think it was. I think from Patrick Williams. Oh, I just realised that he's actually probably right there. Yeah, they really aren't looking for Vooch, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait until this is like a quarter time or something to fix this, because at the moment, it's just all over the shop. Brandon Ingram goes inside. He's in the paint. Gives it out for a 3 for Jones, and he will miss that one, and Vooch will get it. Good morning, entertainers. All right, this afternoon for me. Zach LaVine now. He goes past the halfway point. Inside. Oh, and that's it. Off the foot. Thankfully, it's off the foot, so we'll get the ball there. How do I get this working, man? I don't know. What an absolute schmozzle, man. Love online. Love technology. Vucevic up to Kobe White. Kobe White for three! And misses that one. You do find in the early part of the season, and that's our ball actually, luckily. You do find in the early part of the season that it is always... The offense is a lot more limited than the defense because the offense, it does need time to get into your rhythm and to really warm up into your year, warm up into the season. So Patrick Williams will be the one to inbound here. I'm okay at the start. There's still been a few little errors, but that's what you're going to get with a bit of rust. So give it off to Josh Giddey. 13 seconds left of the shot clock. He's got Zach LaVine, who I don't even know if is taking a shot yet. LaVine's got Vucevic underneath. Vucevic on Tice. Tice backs him up. Underneath. Beautiful by Vucevic. And it is 9-8 to the Chicago Bulls with 7 minutes to go here of the first quarter. Brandon Ingram, good defense there from Patrick Williams. Knocked out of it, but goes to DeJounte Murray. Back to Brandon Ingram. Kobe White on him. Good defense, Kobe. And he misses a shot. Let's go. And Zach LaVine will get the ball. Get the rebound. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. That's great defense from Kobe White. LaVine underneath, straight through, and loses the ball. 6 minutes 37 to go here the first quarter. DeJounte Murray, Kobe White. Kobe's defending really nicely to start this game. Brandon Ingram, mid-ranger, and he will slap it on in. So it'll be 10-9 to the Pelicans. Josh Giddey brings it across half court. He's got Kobe White in front of him. Doesn't give it to him. He's got Vucevic. Doesn't use Vucevic either. Giddey goes himself. Underneath the Vuce. That's beautiful there from Josh Giddey. Just waited for the moment. Waited for the right time. And then obviously put it in. So that is huge. So that's going to be a timeout as well, which means I can fix this scoreboard. And the Bulls with a nice little 1-point advantage here. Okay, let me just fix this scoreboard now. Let me fix this scoreboard now while we can. Everything is going so slow right now. Filters, edit filters. This is while streaming, having to fix this scoreboard thing is absolutely painful. Absolutely painful. Let's try the ESPN one. Ben Simmons had a couple of cuts on his arm. He'll be out for the next 2 seasons. Yeah, Daz. Ben Simmons, I think... Well, most Australians are pretty much done with that guy. Can you move web browsers into your OBS? I don't use OBS. Oh, that's why. They don't have the actual... On ESPN, they haven't actually brought the score on. Don't worry, Sam. I know what I'm doing, bro, but it's the computer is slow. So it's got the time there, but it just doesn't have the actual score line up. And why is it only this game that's doing this? All right, fair enough. Maybe if I use NBA.com instead. But luckily, it's a timeout now anyway. NBA.com, and does this one work? Okay, that one is good. Box score. No, I don't want the box score. I want a summary that... Oh, jeez. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive right now. NBA scores. NBA. It's a timeout if you are just tuning in. NBA scores. Maybe this one. Booker Ola, I'm getting around it. Hello, mate. We're just trying to fix this scoreline at the moment. Because I can't update it throughout. Derek, appreciate you for subscribing, by the way. Oh, Lonzo Ball coming in. Let's go, Lonzo. That's what we're talking about, man. We want to see Lonzo. Here he is. Let's get something good happening here, Lonzo. So let's go down. So Lonzo Ball will come in here. Beautiful. Okay, so this is going to start working now. So let's just fix this so that you can actually... Oh, jeez. After 1,013 days, he's playing. Oh, jeez. That was a nice run there from Brandon Ingram to make it 12-11 there to the Pels. All right, let's go now and fix this. So we'll go maybe 200. Yep. Kobe White with the ball. He's got Zach LaVine underneath. Gives up to Vooch. Vooch gives it back to Kobe White. Then the screen. Kobe White scrolls through in the paint. Out for three. Patrick Williams. Oh, he misses that one. Vooch nearly gets the offensive rebound, but does not get it. All right, so let's just move this little bad boy up now, and then we're good to go. Brandon Ingram goes in on Kobe White. Good defense there. They double team him. They push it out for the three. Can't get it. Back to Brandon Ingram now. Kobe White. Good defense. And Ingram will miss it again. I'm telling you, Kobe's got his number today. Kobe White has his number today. They drive straight through LaVine. Oh, that's going to be a mistake. But we're luckily getting the ball there through Patrick Williams. He'll give it back into Vooch. In the post. Pushes it out. Kobe White. That's an air ball. But Patrick Williams with the rebound. Another rebound from his missed shot. Zach LaVine three. Puts it up. Bushka. That's a three. Zach LaVine. That is huge stuff there. All right. Is that all right now? Is that better? They go for a three themselves, and Ingram will answer with his own three. And that's not what we like to see. Ingram answers straight back with his own three, but we drive straight through to the paint. Lonzo flicks it back, but he unfortunately gives it straight across there. Yeah, they were looking for a cut, but it just didn't work out. Lonzo, and they're going to just go back and get it to themselves. 16-14. Hate the transition sometimes with this Bulls team. I hate the transition sometimes, man. That's exactly what happened there. None of them got back. All right, Kobe White drives in the paint. He'll push it back out here for a three. Lonzo ball. Bang! That's Lonzo, baby. Welcome back. Lonzo Ball with the three. That is massive stuff. 42% with those 35 starts of the Bulls. Oh, geez. Lonzo has just given up an open three in the corner, and they miss it. Wow. Kobe White gets the tap on to Zach LaVine. He drives himself in the paint. Up it goes. That's got to be... Is that not goaltending? That's got to be goaltending. That's got to be goaltending. Yeah, it is. Okay. I was going to say, I don't know why they're all booing. It's very clearly goaltending here. LaVine puts it up. Oh, that shouldn't have actually been a goaltend call. That's the wrong call. Yeah, I'd challenge that 1,000,000,000% if I'm the Pels. Yeah, good call. They changed the call. There's no way that was a... It originally definitely looked like it, but it was not. So they'll take that 19 back to 17-17 here. Do I have a colour here? Yes. Okay, let's... Oh, jeez. Everything on this screen is just messing up here today. We will get through... Oh, so it's an out of... Oh, they are? Okay, I thought they just... The referees changed the call, but... So they are challenging this. And it will just be a simple one here. It's not a goaltend. 3 minutes 40 to go in the first quarter here. 19-17 to the Chicago Bulls. Decent enough start, though. You know, the exciting thing, like there's definitely been some errors. They are still kind of working their way into the first game of the season here. First game of many. Obviously, we'll be here for every single one of them. But there's still a little bit of hesitancy. I loved how Lonzo Ball has come straight in and then banged in a three. And just love the way that we have gone toe-to-toe. We just need to see the bench really make up with this Pelicans team as well, because the Pelicans bench isn't too bad themselves, to be completely honest with you. But I just think they're missing Zion Williamson too much here today. I think they're going to miss Zion too much here today, especially when he can easily just drive straight in on Vooch. Vooch, for me, defensively isn't that great at all. But what I've really loved is Kobe White's defense on Ingram. He's really limited him. You go and have a look at so far at the box score there. Let's go have a look at the box score to see what Ingram's got. Ingram might have like 2 points. Wow, he's got 7 points. True. Well, I don't know. Maybe he just banged in a 3 or something like that. But I'm surprised that he's actually got that. I'm surprised he's got that much, to be completely honest with you. It hasn't really seemed like it because it does seem like Kobe White has just been absolutely dominating. Which, again, he has regardless. Maybe I've just been distracted because I've been trying to sort this score out. All right, so they're about to take this away. Yeah, 100%. There's no way they can say that was a goaltend. No way, man. No way. I don't even know how they're still looking at it. It's very clear that it's still travelling upwards at the time. Oh, now, here we go. After reviewing the play, coach's challenge for the goaltending has been reversed. Yeah, correct call. All right, so I had assumed it was about to come out. That's a New Orleans ball because of imminent possession, which means no bucket and Pels ball. Oh, yeah, true. Missy does grab it there before Lonzo ball. All right. It's okay. 17-17. And said, yeah, it was very, game showy just then, the way the referee just spoke about that. The challenge is going to be reversed. That's how he sounded. All right, Pels ball. Mixing up the lineup. They've got McCollum. McCollum gives it out into the corner, and they'll hit a 3. Jordan Hawkins bangs in a 3 straight away. 37% shooter from outside. Lonzo ball now comes back the other side. He'll flick it out the back. And it's a 3. They will miss it there. I don't really know why we even took that shot just now there from Jalen Smith, but okay, sure. CJ McCollum with the ball is going to go around Jordan Hawkins. No, he will not, actually. Good push here. Good push, Julian Phillips. They push for a 3, and they will get a 3. And this is what I was saying in regards to this bench unit, man. The Pels can jack up some points in this bench unit, and with 2 minutes 58 to go, they've just gone from a 17-17 ball game. You could argue a 19-17 ball game to the Bulls to a 23-17, just like that. Unfortunately, I'm not a huge fan of rotations. Obviously, the rotations aren't terrible right this very second from Billy, but I always get nervous in regards to our bench unit because I just feel like Billy doesn't read the game well a lot of the time. And I don't know. Frustrating there, though, just to give up some quick points, especially considering that they originally did obviously call it wasn't a goaltend, but especially considering you go from 19-17 to back to 23-17 on the other side of the scale. Hasn't been many fouls in this game, though. Bulls with only the 2 fouls and Pelicans with only the 1 foul. Good sign in regards to the discipline there. Good sign in regards to the discipline there. Yeah, that's crazy that the Chiefs have been given DeAndre Hopkins in the NFL. That is a wild shit. That is wild. I don't know why anyone would want to trade with them because they're just giving them freebies. They're just giving them a freebie run again and again and again and again. All right. Come on, Bulls, baby. Come on, the Bulls. Ida Sumu. Need him to really prove himself and just try and fight for that starting gig. So Josh Giddey, Jalen Smith, Io DeSunmu. Is Lonzo still out there? No. Horton Tucker. DeSunmu goes through into the paint and gets tripped up there. Oh no, he slipped on the floor. So it's going to be Pelicans ball. Jeez, this last minute, 2 minutes has been awful for Chicago. This last minute, 2 minutes has just been dreadful. All right, CJ McCollum picks the ball up and brings it past half court. 6 from 17 from the field for the Bulls. 9 from 19 for the Pelicans. Both teams, three shots from deep. They will miss that one there, the Pelicans, and it's going to be... Oh, they're going to say it's their ball. Damn, I thought that was last touch New Orleans, but apparently not. But the Pelicans are 3 from 7 from 3. The Bulls are 3 from 11, so it's definitely clear that we're not landing the shots that we need right now. Well, the shit that really pisses me off usually is the third quarter shenanigans with the Bulls. That's what I always worry about. Regardless of the lead, the third quarter is always the dangerous one. All right, DeJounte Murray, he'll get around the screen there, into the paint, puts it up for a lob, and it's a foul, man. Why? Man. He was nowhere close to even getting that, but we're going to foul him, so it's going to be Missy shooting 2 free throws. Damn it, man. Talon Horton-Tucker will get done for the foul there. 3 foul to the Bulls, 1 for the Pelicans. Missy, first one. That was an awful shot, but it actually ended up being pretty good. It's like it curled in. First free throw made. Second free throw coming up. And bang, there we go. So it's 25-17 here to the Pelicans. 2 minutes, 27 to go here of the first quarter. Josh Giddey, he'll bring it past the half court. He goes to Ida Summu. Summu's got Jalen Smith that he will use. Then gives it underneath to Julian Phillips. Phillips here in the paint, puts it up and puts it in. Beautiful, Julian. Beautiful stuff there from Phillips. So 25-19, 2 minutes to go. They go up for it. Nah, it's a lost ball. That's our ball. Okay, change the tides here, Bull. Change the tide. Change the tide here, Bulls. We love that. That drive from Phillips just then was really nice. Ida Summu goes around Josh Giddey. He drives in himself, puts it up and puts it in. That's beautiful stuff there by the young blood Ida Summu. Shuts out. Get around Ida Summu. DeJounte Murray, DeSummu is on him. He goes right back underneath. They put it into the corner, then cuts it back. Missy. Horton-Tucker, keep on top of him. He does. And that's going to be a missed shot. So the Bulls really turned around. Jalen Smith with the rebound. Gives up to Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey drives. He puts it up. And that's going to be blocked by Missy. That's great rim protection there by Missy. They flick it back. And that's a turnover. Come on. Turnover. It's a really nice block there. But unfortunately, they don't capitalize on it. And create a turnover themselves from it. And throw the ball over the sideline. Josh Giddey now. The booing is crazy, bro. The booing for Josh Giddey is just crazy. Ida Summu drives in himself, and again, man. Summu, baby. Beautiful. So 25-23. Back down by just the 2. Good defense again by the Bulls, but they get it in. Damn it. Josh Giddey. So it's 27-23. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Josh Giddey. It's going to be a luck. Oh, for gosh sake, Chicago, man. Wake up, man. So they get a transition easy, and they'll be 29-23 with the Pelicans. 40 seconds to go here of the first quarter. That's frustrating, man. Like, go towards where the ball is going to be coming in from the save. Josh Giddey. He goes in himself in the paint, puts it up, and will float it, and just rim out. But he gets the rebound and gets it in. Good follow-up there, Josh. Good follow-up by Giddey. 23 seconds to go here of the first quarter. The Pels will hold the ball for a little bit and slow it down. Yeah, Giddey's not a fantastic defender, but that size is really going to help him on the defensive end. All right, DeJounte Murray. He's going to put up a 3. Misses that one. That's going to be a rebound for Josh Giddey. We've got 2 seconds. Put it up. Oh. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter here, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be 29-25 to the New Orleans Pelicans. 29-25. I'll take it. Obviously, still a lot to work on here for the Bulls and a lot to work on for the Pelicans as well. I would say that probably the most positive thing from this first quarter has been when DeSummu came on. He absolutely crushed it. I've really enjoyed what DeSummu's done so far. Vucevic not doing a hell of a lot, really. Still a lot of mistakes here in this Bulls team. Still, they have their exciting plays and whatnot, but you've got to get used to it, right? Because we're so used to having DeMar DeRozan as one of our main guys, whether it be him or Zach. But last year was mainly DeMar due to a lot of issues with injuries for Zach or in regards to the contract situation. So it is, you do have to kind of get used to this change of direction and whatnot. And it's not the same kind of Bulls that we would be used to in a lot of ways. It isn't the same kind of Bulls. But there is still the optimism for if they can get their rotations correct, if Billy Donovan can really start to adjust this rotation in the correct way, maybe not the sky's the limit, but, 35, 36 wins is not out of range. It's not completely out of range. But right now, if we're playing this kind of style, you are looking between that 30 and 35, whether it be on the lower end or the higher end of that area. But all right, it's quarter time here, guys. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new around here. It is a quarter time. The Bucks, I don't necessarily... We actually have a good record against the Bucks in recent years. Well, not a good record, but a better than you would expect record. I think we beat them the last time we played them, if I'm not mistaken. Could be, though. Bucks are a much better team than us, but for some reason we do all right against them. For some reason we do all right. Should check what the other scores are like, actually. I'll go, whilst it's quarter time here, I'll go and check what the other scores are like. (17-14) Toronto over Cleveland. No, this is wrong. No, that started ages ago. No, it is right. Oh, no, that started ages ago. It's definitely not the first quarter. All right, so we're on here for the second quarter. Come on, Bulls. Let's keep this momentum up in regards to the way that we finish it off. That 4 to 2 minute stretch wasn't great. The last 2 minutes was pretty good. So Dosunmu gives his ball off here to Josh Giddey. Are they actually going to boo him the entire season? Crazy. Dosunmu now by the 3, gives up to Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker to Giddey. Giddey has a corner 3 for Dosunmu, doesn't take it. He steps underneath to Jalen Smith. And Bushka, that's an N1, baby. Ooh. That's an N1 for Jalen Smith. You love to see that to start off the second quarter. You love to see that to start off the second quarter, man. Underneath, just a swipe there from Robinson Earl. A swipe, which gives the end one. And Jalen Smith will get it in. 28-29 in favour of the Pelicans. 11:43 to go the first quarter. They'll push it off here to Robinson Earl. Robinson Earl's got Ingram. Dosunmu on Ingram right now. Ingram gives it back out to the right. Now Robinson Earl again with the ball. Look, they're really... he's called a foul. He dropped the ball and let it go back. Dosunmu would have been away with it, but not to be. Also, if people do ever wonder how I became a Chicago Bulls fan, there is that pinned comment in the chat over there. There is that pinned comment in the chat where I did a video a couple of years ago. 2 years ago, I think it was, explaining how I became a Bulls fan. They go for 3 and air ball. Air ball. Air ball. Air ball. Beautiful. We'd like to see that. More of those, please, New Orleans. So Josh Giddey with the ball, 11:16 to go first quarter. They give it to Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker drives. Horton Tucker in the paint. Flicks it out for the 3 for Pav Phillips. I only said Patrick Williams, but will we? Oh, he misses the shot. Bricks that one up, and it will come out for Ingram with the rebound. He goes up himself, and he misses that one. And good rebound. Dosunmu had to work hard for that as well. Had to really work hard for that rebound just now. Dosunmu goes for the 3 himself. Oh, he hesitated, though. I don't understand the hesitation. Either go for it or don't go for it. The hesitation there was what really messed him up. If he had gone for it straight away, he probably gets it. They push it out for the 3, Robinson Earl. And he gets it. See, that's what happens when you don't hesitate. That's what happens when you don't hesitate it. Josh Giddey. Pass the half court. He's got Dosunmu underneath. He goes himself in the paint and in. Let's go, Josh. Let's go. You Aussie stallion, you. You beautiful Aussie stallion, Josh Giddey. Robinson Earl. Back over to Ingram. Matas Buzelis coming over to the scorer's table. Fair enough. We're definitely rotating the living shit out of this team at the moment. They will get the 2 there from Ingram, and it is 34-32. The Pelicans 10 to go of the first half. Horton Tucker to Josh.